Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and we have a package from LEFTY EDC. Shout out to LEFTY EDC. I'm going to link his channel down in the description. And in order to be a part of the giveaway, you should be checking out his channel anyways. But you should just check out his channel just because he's an awesome dude. Great channel, awesome content. And let me open this over here just in case. All right, so we got a few knives in here. I don't know what this thing is. These knife box rust prevention tabs make it... Oh, these things prevent rust? I wonder if they're edible. No, I'm just joking. That's cool. Huh. Oh, very cool. All right, let's check out this first one. Hey guys, I forgot to mention, man, this pouch is from Aureon Knives. That's Blade Banter, and it is a really nice pouch. It carries 4 knives on the inside. We're going to check these knives out here in just 1 second. It's got really nice fabric on the inside. Nice deep pockets you can fit large or small knives in. Multiple zippers. Very cool. I'm going to link Aureon Knives Blade Banter down in the description. He has a couple other things on his site that he does sell, so definitely go and check him out. Okay, I've seen this one around. The mini Arion. I have the big Arion. His micarta looks a little different than mine. But I have the big one of this. This is the mini. Mine's a frame lock, a titanium frame lock. This is a steel liner lock, more of a budget version of it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Great size for a small knife. Very snappy. One thing I really like about it is mine doesn't have this cutout for the lock bar, and you like got to squeeze your finger in between the micarta and the titanium. And eventually I'm just gonna put this same exact thing on mine, you know, just knock off, you know, a little bit off the micarta, but I just haven't found time to do it yet. But this is a fantastic size for detailing and, you know, things like that. We have a deep carry non-reversible clip, but it is inset with flat screws. And the finger hole lands in a really good spot. The ergos are not good, but I only say that because, I mean, I feel this, you know, like when I squeeze it, but I don't think it really matters because this type of knife, you know, using it like this would be every so often, and it wouldn't be for long term. It would mostly be used like a, you know, a little detail knife, opening things up, the pinch grips. And, you know, if you do need to slice something really quick, it'll do it without a problem. Can you thumb flick it? Yeah. And you can slow roll it. Let's check out the detent. Detent is a little late on it, but since it doesn't have a flipper tab, it really doesn't matter, and it is very smooth on the drop. The detent on the opening is pretty good. I like it. I like this thing quite a bit. This thing's pretty awesome. I see why a lot of people liked it, for sure. And I liked my large one, so, you know, it makes sense. All right. Next one is, oh, man, yeah. I've been waiting to try one of these. The Roxie 3. One, I do like this. I don't even know what this is called. This type of anno. I have it on my, let me just grab it. On my Wiha Malice Fair and Forge design. So I have this on here. And I like it. I like the type of finish it is. And it also has a little bit of a powdery feel to it, which gives it a little bit of texture in a way. Now, this is gorgeous. I love the bronze hardware. I personally like hardware, so like these little pieces and everything, I like that. But I like tools and, you know, like the build of things, so that stuff just looks awesome to me. That's why I don't mind big hardware. Now, let's try this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, yeah, I see why everybody loves this. Access to the lock bar is really good. Super smooth. The hole lands in such a good spot. That detent has a really nice break to it. Oh, man, that's nice. Let's try the thumb flick. Ooh, the thumb flick is really good too. A lot of times the whole deployment is better on one side than the other. It's better for either the reverse flick or the thumb flick. In this case, it is great for both. Let's try this top flipper. My thumb's a little messed up right now, but yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. She works great for sure. I'm not a big fan of that jimping, but it just works on this. You know, thing is with the jimping, you have the type of jimping that works great always, and then there's the times when it just works, right? And in this case, this is the jimping I don't like on flipper tabs or on front flippers. But in this case, it just works, and it works good. Works great. No problems at all. Now, back here, oh man, this is so uncomfortable. And you can probably see why. Look at all that. All these little corners you feel, but I would never hold this knife like this ever. I would always hold it like this, and in that case, the clip like falls right into the pocket of my hand, and it's nice and comfortable. So, and then also, kind of like the last knife we were talking about, this is the grip that's going to be used on this knife the most. I like this, the tapering spine right here down to the edge. Man, you could really get some good, strong detailing work done. Man, that's nice. Plunge grind, I'm not a huge fan of these type of plunge grinds, but they almost did it perfect. It's like near perfect. You can see how it's off from one side to the other, which can be kind of common. You notice them on Spydercos like that. Now, the one difference that Spyderco does right that these guys didn't is that they don't taper. If you look right here, you can see how they tapered from the thick point right here down to the edge. You can see it tapering instead of just dropping straight down to the edge. So if they would have took this thickest point right here and just went straight down to the edge instead of rolling it down to the edge, it would be a little bit better, and you'd be able to sharpen all the way up to that choil. Now in this case, you could, it's fine. It's not a big deal. That's like a crazy nitpick, because you can still sharpen up to this point. It's just when you hit this, you're going to get a little tiny smile, which it's not as dramatic or negative as on like a knife that has a crazy tapering plunge grind. It's still pretty rapid on this, so that probably doesn't make sense to anybody, but just know this is fine. It's good. It's good. It's great. Man, that detent, it's really nice. Nice and crisp break. The drop on it is so smooth. I like the sound of the lockup. The lockup sounds great. Early lockup, but fingers out of the way. A little bit of lock rock, but I think that could be fixed, to be honest. So what I'm doing is I'm holding it like this, no pressure on the lock bar, and I'm holding it up here, because if you go back here, you won't get nothing out of it. All the pressure, it just doesn't give the leverage down onto the lock bar. So what you want to do is you want to hold it like this, no pressure on the lock bar, and get it on the front, right here on the front, and now pull forward, and now you'll see the lock bar is going to be rocking just a little bit. I don't want it to fail on me. It's not doing it now. So obviously it's very subtle. You can see it a little bit, but when I get it in like this, I can feel it a lot more. Right now my arms are wrapped around the damn camera, but it's not a big deal. It's super, super subtle. Like, it's honestly something that I wouldn't even attempt to fix. I would just use it, because when you start putting pressure through cuts, what's going to happen is the blade is going to have pressure backwards this way, and the lock bar is going to fall right into place. A lot of knives, especially when they're new, you will feel things like that, or it's a possibility you could feel things like that, and they just need to be used. They literally just need to be deployed, opened and closed, and used so that the lock bar can break in. And also, it's so light that I could imagine that it could possibly just be like oil on the lock face, which I actually do see. So I don't, this is not anything I would say is a negative at all. So, and I think it would just break him. But awesome knife, man. I wonder if these are still available. This is really, really nice. I like that thing a lot. Like a lot. Next, this is the Pena X Series Kickstop Apache. I've been wanting to try this because I've tried one other knife in the past with the Kickstop, and it was amazing. All right, take a quick look at it, and then we're gonna try out this flipper tab. So the flipper tab is not connected to the blade, and we'll check that out here in 1 second. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that's so good. Oh, damn it. It almost makes me mad. Why aren't all knives like this? Damn it, that is so good. It's like the cleanest break you could ever imagine on a flipper tab. Like, there's no detent lash at all. But man, it would be impossible to fail without like cheating. That was me trying to fail it. The break is so clean. Yeah, that's awesome. So just really quick so you can see how the flipper tab is not attached to the blade. So what happens is when the blade comes around, it hits the flipper tab and puts it back in place. And then right now it's like on a basically like a pivot, you know. It's basically spinning on a pivot right now, or whatever, on a, you know. Anyways, and it's pushing into the tang of the blade, and the blade is hooked into a detent, and once it kicks it, man, that thing kicks. Damn it, why don't they do that on more knives? I know it's probably a patent or something, but man, if all detents felt like this, holy cow. This is insane. Such a clean break. It makes all other detents like, I mean, there's a couple detents that can rival, or a couple flipping actions that can rival it, but not many. Not many. That's very, very, it's such a clean break. And then when you unlock it, you can hear the click back into the detent. Now there's one thing I think it's when it's hitting the flipper tab, but maybe you can pick it up. Hear that? Ooh, I don't want it to close all the way. I think that's when it makes contact with the flipper tab. Another thing, it's got a really nice sound to it. Sounds like Chuck Norris kicking someone in the forehead. Oh, it's so nice. I like it a lot. I love the blade shape. The grind is actually a lot thicker than I would have thought. A lot more robust than I would have imagined, but it's not bad. I would have thought it'd been thinner. I know that didn't make sense. It's a lot more robust than I would have thought, but it's not bad. Well, it's not bad. Like, it'll still cut just fine. You'll still be able to do all the things this knife is made to do, but the edge behind the edge isn't horribly thick, but then the geometry right here is a little thicker than you'd expect. Now, does that mean it won't cut? No, it'll cut just fine. It would have been better with a hollow grind. This choil was fine, pretty cool. Yeah, no problem. pretty cool looking. Nice little swedge on top. This would be really good for detailing. Man, I can't get over it. I can't get over this break. It's just so clean. And they did the jimping really good. Now, I think maybe not, but I kind of wish they would have put the jimping around this little front area right here, but maybe not. I don't know, because it doesn't bother me and I'm not slipping off of it, and the jimping offers enough traction. But I'm just thinking it would have been good to have it right there in that this area right here where it's a little slippery. Nice big hardware. Holy cow. Very nice hardware. That's nice. All right, we got to check out this next one. We got one more. I know this is going a lot longer than I thought, but I've already checked this knife out. This is the MALLORY Forest. MALLORY Designs Forest. And yeah, I already did a first impressions on it, so I'll be quick about this one. Very nice. I do like this knife quite a bit. It's very slim in the hand, so it tapers down from, you know, a little bit broader right here, a little thicker right here, down to where it slims down. And you can really feel that in the hand. And not in a bad way. You know, it's a very lightweight, you know, easy to carry, easy to hold knife. The lock bar access is okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it's phenomenal, but it's okay. It looks a little better than it feels, but it's good. And plus, like I said, my thumb's kind of messed up, so it might be just me. The detent is fantastic. It's a little late, but still easy to get past. Very solid action though, man. Oh, yeah, this is great. And I really love the blade shape on this. You get up nice and tight to that edge, you know, and this geometry is really good. Nice and thin. You can tell this thing was made to cut. And the blade shape is just perfect for EDC. It's like one of the most universal blade shapes for EDC, where you can do just about everything good. Like, it's not a blade shape that does, excuse me, one job, you know, amazingly well, but it does everything good. You know what I mean? Like, you have a small bit of belly, so you can actually get to the belly of your knife. You know, you got the tip, access to the tip for doing, you know, detailing work, utility work, whatever. Even though there's not a flat spot for you to do push cuts or anything, it still allows you to do push cuts. So you still have plenty of edge angle, I guess you could say, you know, because it doesn't have a flat straight area, but it, you know, allows you enough straightness, I guess, where you'll be able to get by. So yeah, man, this is a great knife. I would love to see this in other materials, meaning full titanium or micarta or cross-cut carbon fiber. So, but there you guys go. Lefty, thank you, brother. Appreciate it once again. And I will catch you later. Peace.